I rarely watch my videos back. So when I do them like one take. I don't listen to them. I just do one take and then put some images over them. Um, and if I'm honest with you, I don't really think before I talk. I just go with emotions, and then I think, shit, that didn't sound correct, but it's up. What the fuck? Um, I did listen, however, back to my Anthony Joshua versus Joseph Parker video last night. Mainly because it got a couple of dislikes, and I always, every time something gets dislikes, I kind of one of the reasons why. I'm a sensitive chap, me. Shout out very quickly to a guy called Undisputed Truth on Twitter. Big AJ fan, like myself. I think it's fair. He might be upset. I think I'll call him an AJ fanboy. He'll be upset by that, but I think he is. And he kind of, me and him went back and forth on Twitter yesterday because he watched my video and he wasn't happy with a couple of points I made. And I always love people's opinions, especially when they differ from mine, because it's good, right? It makes me try and make better videos. But one thing I did think about was when I set out to do this YouTube thing many, many, many years ago, especially when I set out to do it myself. Obviously, I used to do it with Ryan before, but when I set out to do it myself, what I didn't want to turn into was like a keyboard warrior, right? Criticizing people for their achievements when I couldn't achieve 1/1,000,000th of it, rather than giving some people credit. So it's okay to critique, but at the same time, give a bit of credit as well. And I think in a few of my most recent videos, I've definitely turned into a person that critiques more than gives credit, especially as I do boxing videos, because I've said it's the hardest sport in the world for me. So I think we need to start giving people a bit more credit. But when I did the Anthony Joshua video yesterday, I definitely was looking at all these negative factors, right? What he did wrong as opposed to what he did right. And what he did right was win a WBO belt. Simple, right? That's what he did right. This is a guy that will wake up this morning or this afternoon, probably has had a long, long rest with, I don't know, an extra 25 million pounds in the bank and another new shiny belt on his bedside table. And regardless of how he done it, regardless of how he got to his achievement, that's what he's achieved after 21 fights. And I feel like we don't, especially me, I critique him a lot. We don't give enough credit to that. AJ has done this after 21 fights. And again, we might not like how he's done it, but in this new world of social media where everyone has a voice, people are allowed to say what they want. And I sometimes feel like we, including myself, just talk a lot of shit sometimes. That's what we do most of the time. Because if social media was around in the days of Ali and even the great Mike Tyson, we would have done exactly what we're doing now to those greats, the people that we hold up in so high, lofty thoughts. So this video is more to apologize for the video I done on Joshua Parker and to give Joshua a bit of credit. He done some good things in that fight yesterday. I've just watched it again. And even if he didn't do some good things, so what? So what? He is a 4-belt world champion, which after 21... Look, if you was to ask Eddie Hearn when he signed Anthony Joshua in 2013, Anthony Joshua made his debut, I can't remember, was it mid or late 2013? That 4.5 years later, this guy would be king of the boxing world and be within one belt of being the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. I think it's fair to say they would have probably locked you up. That's what he's achieved. Amazing. One guy, even on my Twitter page, said if Anthony Joshua was around in the 70s and 80s and 90s, he would have been a gatekeeper. Maybe. But this isn't the 70s and 80s and 90s. This is 2018. And he's not the gatekeeper. He's the ruler.